I just wanna win on the low, like you making demands. I said, whoa. I just wanna win on the low, like ask me where I've been. I said, whoa, you making demands. I said, whoa. She wanna be friends. I said, whoa. I just wanna win on the low, low. Ask me where I've been. I said, don't know. You making demands. I said, whoa. She wanna be friends. I said, no. Hey, yeah, whoa. My soul is stuck between dark and the light. It's like playing some musical chairs. They kicked me out, so I started a life, made a bag that was bigger than theirs. I win and I lose and I win and again. I can see why they think that's unfair. We putting the work and we making them bends. To be honest, I don't really share. You rolling with hitters, I don't understand. You killing good people, that wasn't the plan. Round up the game, come get your mans. He's selling his soul for a couple of bands. I opened his eyes, lifted a hand. As far as you see, this is all in my land. Cause I've been through hell, then I came back. That's the one reason I don't give a damn. Whoa, devil knocked and I buzz him in. This is life with the son of man. Poured a drink, half a dozen in. Threw my head for a sudden spin. Sad story with my violin. All these problems start to pile in. All these peasants turn to violence. Two-faced, thought you had a twin. I just wanna win on the low, low. Ask me where I've been. I said, don't know. You making demands. I said, whoa, whoa. She wanna be friends. I said, no, no. I said, no, no. I just wanna win on the low, low. Ask me where I've been. I said, don't know. You making demands. I said, whoa, whoa. She wanna be friends. I said, no, no.
The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Hi everyone!
What's up, bro?
I don't think I've done like a general introduction yet as to who I am, so I thought I would do that now.
I can't stand stupidity. If you're gonna say stupid shit.
Hi, my name is Bunny and I use bun pronouns.
What is your problem, man?
I am a gender fluid, trans, femme, pan-romantic, great ace, white passing Japanese person.
Obesity is epidemic in the United States and a major cause of death.
What is fat activism?
I, a fat person, am sharing my own lived experience.
Pizza is a vegetable.
Your fat phobia is your problem.
It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
Radical body positivity.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
There's only one man who can help me.
This is for you new people. I only have one rule. Everyone fights, no one quits.
This day we fight!
How about I send you a hobo's dick cheese?
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing, testing, testing. Test, testing, testicles, testicles. Oh, welcome everyone to episode 22 hundo and dose of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gamecast, mancast, pimpcast, sleevescast, and slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and y'all hoes? It's your boy Papa Swole, yo, back with another episode. Today's episode, the Beastcast, is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Everest and K2 Flex. And I know you be
fucking Catalina wine mixer.
Yeah,
it's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
What's going on, famwise? How we doing, Nick, Amy, Love? How we doing, T-Cab? Franco, what's up, dude? Dustin, Chris, Jen, Tyler, Lacey, Tanulis, Michael. Oh my God, Brian, I got a burp coming. Hold on, it's early. Oh my God, we start early. We start early on the Mancast.
A 10! A fucking 10!
Just like when someone scores a touchdown, you gotta thank God. I'm like, point to the sky. because that was a nice rip. Oh, it was a solid one, and it tastes just like steak and mango, as it should. Welcome everyone to the Swole. We are back after our brief little hiatus. Yesterday's episode is available now inside Swole TV. If you are a member, we had our live call accountability meeting. Brand new releases. Thank you very much, fam. Brand new fucking releases. We always got new releases. New releases every single week. So we dropped some amazing releases. Those are available now. We'll talk about them when we get into the tip, but we got a full show. Let's get into it. It's Tainty Tuesday. Don't be a beesh, don't be a boosh, or you'll end up like Tainty Magooch. And I think most of you understand what that means. But today's card is very important. As I said in the Swole text and all the alerts on Telegram and Discord, I would have gone live a little bit earlier, but my thyroid. It was my thyroid. I know, it's that kind of Tuesday. So fam, put your nips together. Let's summon the Falcon and let's get this fucking card exposed because it's about to get fucking real. Are you ready, Beaches? Let's go. Valk. That was a nice rip, Falcon. Thank you so much. Oh, nailed it. Oh my goodness. Oh, Leo, you would quit drinking, you raging alcoholic, but your thyroid, Leo. I know it's your thyroid. Okay, everyone, drop it in the comments below. Hashtag, but my thyroid. You know, I texted you. I said I would have gone live. I was actually planning on going live about 20 minutes earlier, but my thyroid.
You're not making this easy on me, boy.
My thyroid's not making it easy on me. It's my thyroid. It's my thyroid. That's a sexy card. All right, drop that hashtag in the comments down below. And we'll give that away to one of you swole sluts out there that is struggling with your thyroid. Or just fucking excuses and poisoning your body. But hey, I'm just saying. Let's get into today's tip. Are you ready, Beaches? Here we fucking go. Let's moisturize. Ooh, babe, just an inch. You got that everywhere. It's cold outside. All right, let's get into some posts from the Swole fam. First, let's see, it's Tuesday, so not only did we have an amazing overtime segment last Friday, we have another overtime segment coming up this Friday, so make sure you're ready for that. Only with a membership, you get access to all the exclusive bonus overtime segments. We do them every single Friday after the live stream, so make sure you're there for that and catch all the previous live streams, the previous accountability meetings, roundtables, but check out all the previous overtimes too, available for watching later inside Swole TV. So make sure you also check that out. Beaches. Also, from yesterday, we got some brand new releases. Yo, fam-wise, we had some awesome recipes. Swole Studio featured releases. Ladder Flow Express with Genevieve, Swollen 7 Repair Round 1, and Total Body Torch number 1 with premium and unlimited memberships. Go check out those featured classes in the Swole Studio, but also brand new yoga studio class for unlimited members and express inversions flow with Alex. So that is fucking fire. How many of you checked out the new inversion flow? Come on, how many of you checked out that new flow? Fucking awesome. If you want to practice inversions, it's great. Plus, it's an express class, so you could fit it in. Get it?
Because
That's what she said. You could try to fit it in, but it's like your first Swolecast. There's no way it's going to fit. There's no way, if you're just listening for the first time, there's no way it's actually going to be comfortable for you. A lot of you are going to be like, oh, it's kind of hard to listen to. My ear kind of itches. It kind of sore. It's just because of the knowledge cock just jamming right through your fucking ear canal. It happens. But after you listen for a couple of weeks, it'll loosen up and it'll start feeling really, really good. And then it keeps on getting better and better. You know what I'm saying?
Make your bigger stickers, here's of this.
All right. Now that we got that out of the way, let's get into the first Swole fan post. Let's get a little BP. Let's get a little Brad Pitt going here.
What's in the box?
All right. Let's get some thyroid conversation going. Let's see. Post here from Brandy. Brandy writes from the Telegram chat, knocked out day 1, week 1 of Scorched Earth, Lower Fire 1, and it was great. Legs will thank me later, I'm sure. You get some fucking gorillas. Very nice. Very nice, Brandy. Good for you. How many of you are doing Scorched Earth right now? Scorched Earth is a savage fucking program in X. Brenda, during today's, this is from yesterday, during today's accountability call, I snapped these 2 pictures. Marissa was live and talking about her struggles with back pain. I herniated my first disc at age 31 and I'm 52. 6 herniated discs in the lowest 3 lumbar vertebrae. Quote, moderate and worse levels. 2 herniated discs in my neck, C6 and C7. Managing it, yoga, 13 years and going strong. Strength training, 5+ years. Ice, heat massage, chiropractic adjustments. I could have been on full disability 10 years ago. Fuck that. I squat, deadlift, and recently started box jumps. Defy the doctor's low expectations. Find your fit fam. You can't lose if you don't quit. Holy fucking shit. No excuses. It's not her thyroid. Brenda, it's not your thyroid. It's not your thyroid. God damn, are you fucking ripped? Holy shit. 52. Can someone say, let's get a little America. What else do I got here? Great Scott! I don't even know what to say. 52. That's 52 for those of you that speak the Spanish. Fucking hell, you look good. That is some fucking gains. Good for you, dear. Talk about some setbacks, right? No excuses. So I hope Marissa is okay, by the way. I don't know if you were there during yesterday's meetings, right, Amy? Fucking epic from the Daily Swole Telegram chat. Yesterday, Marissa just was talking on the phone. Does anyone know? Has anyone heard from Marissa? Marissa, if you're listening, come say you're okay. Because she was talking, all of a sudden she goes, oh, fuck, shit. And then she just cut off. We're like, what the fuck just happened? So I was hoping that Marissa's okay. Let's pray for Marissa. We'll hope she's okay. I don't know if anyone's seen a post from her today. It was kind of weird yesterday. Kind of weird. All right, let's see here. We got a post here. Oh, my goodness. A post here from Ethan from the Swole Fam discussion boards on SwoleNumbersX.com in the Pillar 2 Nutrition section. Hey, fam. It's from Ethan. Thought I'd share what I had for lunch today. Fresh caught rainbow trout seared in grass-fed beef fat. Tell me something I don't like. Chicken and roasted sweet potato with a side of frozen pineapple. Let me say it was delicious. And I'm assuming that's not a beer in there. You got some ice water. Okay. All right. Let's get a little golf clap. I see you got your vegetables. You got your chicken there. Rainbow trout. My God, you're just going to just eat the whole fucking thing just like that. Looks good, dude. Looks good. Congratulations on another solid fucking meal. Keep after it. All right, we got 2 more posts. I like this one. Let's do this one. Let's get a little home gym check. Home gym check. I like the space. I'm jealous of that space. It's solid. Kim writes, my home gym. Check out my Swole cards on my mirror. Hashtag Swole fam, go the fucking gym. 7 pillars. Hashtag Swole card. And let's get a nice little visual. And I do see them right there at the bottom there. Very nice. You got the 7 pillars flag. Looks awesome. What a great space. What a great space. I'm sure you're probably just, you're still building it out and all that, Kim. There's so much potential for like racks and all this other stuff. But it's a nice open space. Looks delicious. Looks delicious for a home gym. I look at that space. I'm like, ooh, all the things you can do. Excellent. Excellent. I want to keep on seeing that. I want to keep on seeing the progress. I love the progress pictures of the home gyms because it gives people ideas too. So if you have a home gym or a little area to work out, share it. Share it. I do love the Swole cards too on your mirror. Fire. But yeah, share your pictures of your home gyms too in the group if you have in Telegram chat or the Facebook group and such. That way people get some ideas because it's easy to say like, hey, what should I get? And you tell them what, a couple recommendations, but seeing it visually, a lot of people don't understand what the space looks like when you have that kind of equipment in it. So yeah, another recommendation that I always say is start off small and start working out in the space that you're trying to train in. Like make sure you're training in it. better than going and spending tons of money and then realizing you took up too much space and you don't have enough open space. You should have some open space for moving a bench, for doing some kettlebell work and stuff like that. But, start small and then see how you actually utilize the space and how you prefer to utilize it. And then you can build out from there. Oh my God, I'm fired today. We got it now.
Look at her. She looks like she's 19 years old, sitting there like a little lady in a race
The gas expulsion is shot.
I got hairy legs.
Got so many juicy burps. We should do a compilation, right? For like episode 3000, just a compilation of every single time I burped on a live stream. That would be painstaking, but probably be awesome. Probably be a really, really, really long video. All right, last post here from the discussion boards on swolenormousx.com. Oscar in the What's Up Beaches section. Hi, my name is Oscar. I'm glad to be here, part of the fam. I danced on concrete for 6 years. Long story behind that. Hold on. Pause for a second. Oscar, you're going to open with I danced on concrete for 6 years. Long story behind that in parentheses and not give us the long story. I want that fucking story. I want that fucking story. I want that story. I'm pissed off now. Now I'm pissed off. Oscar would have told us the story, but his thyroid. But his thyroid. He would have told us the story, but his thyroid. It was Oscar's thyroid. God damn it. I want that story. Who else wants that story? Spill the beans. Dancing on concrete. Like breakdancing? Like full Monty shit? Like just hanging dong on the street? I want to know. I want to know what's going on with this concrete. Cirque du Soleil or just busking on the side of the road? I want to know what the fuck is going on with this concrete dance, bro. All right, let's continue this post, but I'm already gone. My brain is just thinking Disney employee. Maybe my brain is just off to the races thinking of all the possibilities. All right, I danced on concrete. I'm just getting more and more, I'm just getting more and more frustrated that I'm not going to have the answer to this right now. So it's going to be really hard to make it through the rest of this post. I'm thoroughly perturbed. I danced on concrete for 6 years. God damn it, I want to know so bad. And with what we know, that's definitely going to do some damage to the human body. I think I've been living with something broken in my legs for months now, and I'm just used to it. All right. I need this fucking story, dude. You're like dancing on concrete with broken fucking legs. Is Oscar in the crowd right now? What is going on here? Oh, this mystery is just, it's just epic. It's epic.
Another example of cake gender would be if someone feels like they have different layers or flavors to their particular gender.
I use that sound because that's a fucking mystery in itself. That's nonsensical. But it's still a mystery. No one knows what that is, of course, or what said it. Let's see. I think I've been living with something broken in my legs for months now, and I'm just used to it. With what I learned from the podcast, I'm sold on how you can take initiative to make your body stronger no matter what. I'm already still in good shape, and I go to the gym often with broken legs, bro. But I'm here to admit that I'm ignorant with health and fitness. I'm excited to join the people getting results. I've gotten pretty far before joining, doing what I can with what I have to fix my body. But with my injuries, I know it's only a matter of time if I don't take action. Bro, first off, welcome to the fam. I think you're dead on with the rest of what you said. It's absolutely wonderful to admit when you're ignorant in something. And ignorant doesn't mean stupid. It doesn't mean Oscar's an idiot. It doesn't mean that he's dumb. It just means he's unknowledgeable about health and fitness, which is fine. Maybe that's because he's been dancing on concrete and has broken legs. Oscar, I'm kind of trolling, but I really want to know this fucking story. If you're listening to this, can someone get on this situation? Oscar, I want to hear that story. And yeah, I really want to know. I want to know what is going on here. And I would love to follow up in tomorrow's episode or the next day. So anyone watching or listening right now, if you're a member, go inside the discussion boards in the What's Up Beaches section and respond to this and be like, Oscar, let's spill the fucking beans. I want to know. I want to know if it's Oscar's thyroid that's been holding him back. Oscar, is that why you didn't want to say it, Oscar? Is it your thyroid? Maybe it's your thyroid. Maybe it's your thyroid.
I'm a fair guy, but this heat is making me absolutely crazy.
Oh my God. Nick, I have the mental image that his life is a constant musical that he breaks into song and dance at random times. Oh, he might. He might. I'm really interested. I'm actually frustrated that we have to continue this episode without, I'm going to have to go to Oscar. Let me tell you something, my friend. We like long stories. Don't tell us long story and then not spill the beans. Okay? I'm going to have to go to sleep tonight without this information. All right? Don't make it 2 nights. All right? Don't make it 2 nights. All right. That being said, Oscar, welcome to the fam. All right. We got some knowledge cock. God fucking damn it. I still don't know. I'm going to keep on saying that. I still don't know, man. All right, let's take some questions. Hashtag Ask Papa Swole in the comments down below. We're live anywhere you like to bang your eye holes and ear holes with Knowledge Cock. If you like the facial, you can check it out on fucking YouTube. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitch. We're on Odyssey. We're on Rumble. But if you like it in your ear holes, check us out. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere you listen to podcasts. Check us out. TheDailySwole.com for all those links. TheDailySwole.com for all of those links. All right. Knowledge Cock time. Take some questions. We got a lot from Instagram that we haven't answered a bunch from Instagram last few days because it's been lit. The questions live have been lit. So we'll take them only as a backup or maybe just to fill in the gaps once in a while. Tyler, do you think it's weird for exes to hang out? Doesn't make sense and it's irrelevant. Hashtag but my thyroid. Is it weird? It depends on the context, but yeah, I don't know why you would, but if you have nothing else going on, you're trying to get a little pokey. Yeah, people like to hang out with someone that they know they've banged before, if that's the only reason. But, it's not necessarily a good situation. Why would you? It's a weird question, but I mean, it depends on the situation, I would say. It's your life, but, a lot of people would have regrets after doing that. It depends, I suppose, on the relationship and your personal situation. Strange accent. Zombie need hug. Papa Swole, looking for a taint fluff. You're in the right place. Down 57 pounds and under 3 hundo for the first time in 7 years. Been a member here for a few years, and the Swole fam has kept me accountable. Guess it's not my thyroid. It's not your thyroid. It's not your thyroid. All right, you're looking for a taint fluff. There you go. There you go. A little taint fluff. Excellent. Good for you. Good for you. Biceps and gorillas for zombie. That's fucking awesome. Down 57 pounds, under 300 for the first time in 7 years. Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, fam. Epic. All right. Mark Morais. Papa Swole, I went on a date recently. This is like the Papa Swole, the dating hour. I like this. Went on a date recently with a girl, and she got upset with me when I ordered a salad and water because nothing on the menu was appetizing to me. She said that seems fat phobic of me. She used that word in real life. And that I made her uncomfortable because she ordered a burger with all the fixings. When she asked further, I said, because I lift and like a good car, I need to fuel it with proper food. After about 15 minutes of belittling me, I excused myself to go to the bathroom. I then asked our waiter if there was a back door out of here, which luckily there was. I gave him $40 and ran for my life, literally. My question is, am I a jerk for essentially leaving a fat activist with the bill? Well, I mean, did you really leave her with the bill? You paid the waiter. So, I mean, did you really leave her with the bill? Are you a jerk for essentially? Yeah, a little bit, a lot of bit. I mean, you did what you did. So it's really not really worth like revisiting. Yeah, it's kind of a dick move, but I don't blame you. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You like to leave someone hanging, but I don't blame you. It is pretty epic, I will say. It is what it is. Might be a fucking hero. Yeah. Look, the thing is, if it was just like belittling you, that's kind of weird. At the same time, ordering a salad, I mean, you're definitely, I would just rather drink some water and not eat anything, than eat cow food. But yeah, I mean, if there's nothing that you wanted to eat, I guess you could have had a burger without the bun, but I guess if it's not grass fed, it depends. It depends on the situation, but it is what it is. All right. You didn't waste her time anymore. She's not wasting yours, but what it sounds like, you made a good call. If she's belittling you and if she used the word fat phobic, like she actually used that word in real life, that's fucking frightening. So I don't blame you for that. Because she used the word in public, I think that's a green light. I mean, she was eating a burger. I mean, I wonder what else. Why would you? Let me ask you a question here. Let's go back to that question. You went on a date recently with a girl when you ordered a salad because nothing on the menu is appetizing. Let me ask you a question. Why the fuck were you there if there's nothing appetizing? Why wouldn't you go to a place where you know you could have something to eat, though? Like, I wouldn't go somewhere like, oh, let's go on if you're going on a date, it's like, I'm going somewhere where I'm going to actually, like, I'm not going to sit there and just, oh, so you can eat. It's like, I wouldn't just don't go to a food place. She picked the place. Oh, come on, man. Come on. She picked the place. Of course. Fuck. She picked the place. You picked the place. You picked the place. You picked the place. Fucking be a man. Pick the goddamn fucking place. Mark. Now you learned your lesson. Now you learned your lesson. All right? Now you learned your lesson. Pick the fucking place. I deserve a Matt Damon. It's all right. Look, lesson learned. You made it out safe. You made it out safe. It's actually, it worked out, right? Turned out she was a twat. Good thing. Now you're not wasting time on a second date. So good. So good. I know, right? It was a good save, though. It was a good save. It was a good save. Man, if you're around anyone that uses the term fat phobic and they're serious about it, you need to laugh in their face and then maybe slap them in the taint. If you could find their taint. I mean, some people are pretty hefty and you would have to go digging a little bit, like a mole rat. But I would just laugh in their face. I would just laugh in their face. If any of you are in the situation where someone actually uses fat phobic, seriously, just laugh in their face. And then come here and talk about it so we can laugh together. Micah Lewis, Papa Swole, 17 years old, getting my adulthood started right with the Swole fam as soon as I get a job. I've been training off and on the last couple years, started cutting junk and eating better. Thanks. I love how Ask Papa Swole is just, I'll read your comment. It's cool. I appreciate it. Looking forward to having you, and thanks for being here on the live streams, Micah. Sweet. Awesome. All right. So we got you got questions, hashtag Ask Papa Swole. And of course, we do have some more from Instagram if there aren't any live, but they keep on filtering in. Tanulis, Papa Swole, I've been vegetarian for 6 years, but one thing I still drink is BCAAs, specifically amino energy, and I try to change to regular coffee instead, but coffee feels hollow or not good enough. You try to change to regular coffee. What do you mean? Like instead of BCA, like that's nothing close to the same as coffee. You don't need BCAAs. That's a waste of money. I don't take it. Just eat more steak. The problem is you're a vegetarian, so why aren't you eating beef? Like why are you a vegetarian? What's going on here? You're you're doing yourself much more of a disservice by being a vegetarian, in my opinion, and drinking BCAAs. You're just wasting your time. Like, eat a fucking steak, son. Eat a fucking steak, son. Or a lady. I don't know if you might be a lady. You might be a lady. I don't know what Tanulis is. Regular coffee is great if you have good coffee. Coffee is fantastic if you have good coffee. But you don't have to have coffee. If you get quality sleep, you're not going to need caffeine, really. It's not necessary. Let's see. Busted Knuckles Garage. Papa Swole, what's your thoughts on turkesterone? I know nothing about it. I have no thoughts. I've heard a lot of people. I've gotten the question a bunch of times. I know people talk about things. I'm just assuming it's another thing that people don't really fucking need and they're going to spend their money on rather than actually take proper care of their health and eat properly and sleep well and follow the 7 pillars. It's just another fucking thing that people are going to look to rather than actually get the fundamentals right, I'm assuming. Let's see. Tanulis, Papa Swole, is there a pre-workout that has less chemicals in it? I have my own chickens and get eggs, so I don't ponder steak much. You don't ponder steak. Let me tell you something, T. Don't ponder steak? Come on, get some fucking steak. Get some fucking steak. It's a game changer. So much better than eggs. You don't ponder steak. That's cool that you have your own chickens. Awesome. Get yourself some fucking steak and get yourself some organ meats too. At least eat some organs. You're going to it'll dramatically improve your vitamin and mineral absorption. Things that you're not going to be getting from fucking chickens. Oh, Nick, I ponder steak. I ponder why it ain't in my mouth. Fuck yeah, let's go.
I am
the danger. I would eat more steak, but my thyroid. Let's see here. I ponder why it's not in my mouth. Keith, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. My ding dong is fat phobic. Carnivore is the best. Why, thank you, Keith, for the super chat. I very much appreciate it. And I think Extra Fitness was sending me a super sticker earlier, I believe. So I appreciate for the super chats and stickers and all the other little. I give you the tip and then you give it right back. I appreciate it. Thank you. Your ding dong is fat phobic, as any good ding dong should be. But it's all right. It's all right. Hey, taint length matters. Cut the soy. Eat a fucking steak. All right. Let's see here. All right. Everyone has thyroid problems in the live chat. Of course, let's get into some more questions. If you got more, we'll take a few more. Ask Papa Swolio. Hashtag Ask Papa Swolio in the comments. The Hall of Bam Bam. Papa Swolio, how often do you recommend deload weeks when lifting? Do you implement deload weeks? I do, but not like planned. I'm like, okay, next week I'm going to deload. I just work in mobility throughout my training, and I'll pull back on heavy resistance for a day if I feel like I need more mobility. I'm usually training every day. I do a lot more mobility with weights, like strength training mobility, than yoga currently. I do a lot of that also, micro mobility and yoga throughout the day. I'll do stretches and mobility throughout the day. But I don't do deload weeks anymore. So if you're recovering sufficiently, you don't need deload weeks. Just listen fully through this. If you're following a structured program, of course, I think it's good. A lot of times deload weeks are either done before you need them, or they're done too long after you need them. So usually in some of the programming, we have it like every 3, 4, or 5 weeks, but it can depend, right? And we always talk about in the programming that you can use a deload week whenever you need to, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a week. It really depends on how much stress you've been putting on your body. And if you've been training super hard for like a powerlifting competition or some sort of like event, you should probably have some kind of structured, like if you're the type of person that will never go easy and you'll always just break yourself if you don't stop, you need to structure that in there because you do need recovery. And we always talk about how it's more about under recovery rather than overtraining. So everyone's going to have their own different type of work capacity. Some people can train seemingly a lot harder. How come they don't get hurt? Because they've actually built up to that work capacity, but they also are aggressive with their recovery. Like I'm doing cold plunge and sauna all the time. I'm doing mobility. I'm backing off. I'm really fucking sore. If my chest is destroyed, like maybe I did too much or whatever it was, but I'm not going to go and crush it 2 days later. If I'm still really sore, I might just do some more mobility for my upper body, aid in recovery, active recovery, and then hit it harder once I'm recovered. So I just implement it throughout. So if I feel like it, if I feel like I need a little bit more time for recovery for whether it's an upper body workout or lower body workout, I'll give myself that. Or I'll ease into the workout and then maybe make it more of a moderate or higher rep session rather than like a heavy strength training session. But I'm always working in mobility with my strength training. That way I don't run the risk of under recovery. And the more experience you have with training, and I've been doing this for over 20 years, so the more experience you have with training, the better you will be with kind of using that kind of intuition. Most people don't at the beginning of training. They don't have that awareness. They don't understand. Same thing with nutrition. They don't really understand what it means to eat quality food. They don't really understand how important proper food is because they don't have the experience of their feelings, of their performance, of their sleep quality when they're eating a lot of these foods. They think they can still get away with eating candy and ice cream and soda, and that it doesn't matter. And like, oh, everything in moderation. It's a great excuse, right? It's a great excuse to not take better care of your health. Today, I dropped something on Twitter. I'm like, hey, leave it to Americans to have a fucking made up, quote, holiday. It's Taco Tuesday. Just another justification to stuff your face with processed shit. It's garbage. You're eating garbage food and justifying it on a fucking Tuesday as if you're not eating shit on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, you fat fuck. You need another excuse socially and culturally, like, oh, well, other people hashtag Taco Tuesday so I can stuff my face and not feel guilty. So a lot of it's nonsense. But in other words, you need to, when you know your body, when you're really eating quality food, when you have zeroed yourself out and you have a lot more experience, you can notice these subtleties. You notice these little nuance and changes. And that's important when it comes to training. You have to know when it's too much. You have to know when you have to push yourself harder. And that's a lifelong process of learning how hard to push yourself and how to not over push yourself. Understand? When you first start training, you don't know that limit. Same thing with, like, let's say drinking alcohol. It's not good for you. We know objectively it's not good for you. But when people start experimenting with alcohol, guess what they do? They drink too much because they don't know how to stop. They don't know what those warning signs are. Then as you get older, like you know exactly, like I'll have a drink and it's like plenty, but you don't know your limits. And a lot of people make mistakes when it comes to training, when it comes to any kind of, new thing. They jump in too much. They do too much too soon. And no wonder they jump into like an advanced training program. I want to get muscle. I want to build muscle really quickly. Yeah, it doesn't sound sexy. Hey, you have to put your head down and fucking work your ass off and prioritize at number one your life for 5 to 10 years. It starts seeing a lot of progress and people are like, no, I want muscle now. So they jump into an advanced bodybuilding program. They get fucking hurt or they get so sore and they fall off of it because people don't actually build habits properly. So it really depends. The deload weeks, whether you have it structured, because if you're that type of person that needs to have a deload week, otherwise you're always going to crank it up to 11, then you need to have that in there to make sure you're actually getting proper recovery. But I would just as soon say you can implement yoga. That's why our training programs have strength training days and then yoga days and then strength training days and then yoga days, because you're actually getting that active recovery on a regular basis. And you can call an audible for what that yoga is. You could do a level 2 vinyasa class or do a yin class if you want more strength training and endurance, or you can do more recovery. Jesus fucking Christ. Tyler, do you like go on Reddit to find these goddamn questions, or Tumblr? Tyler, Papa Swole, I hate to ask this, but do you lose protein from ejaculating, or is that a myth? Like, lose it? Like, how much protein do you think is in jizz? Like, I don't know. Taste it. Let us know. Okay. All right. Eat your steak and then nut as much as you want. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure you'll be fine. I'm sure you'll be fine. All right. I'm sure you'll be fine. Lose protein. I mean, I'm sure there's protein in there. It's not like a fucking whey protein, like isolate. It shouldn't be. That you have a major problem if you have like 20 grams of protein in your nut. What the fuck is going on, bro? Where do you get these questions from? Like, I couldn't even sit there and think of shit like that. You just come up with these things. It's impressive. It's impressive sometimes. Aura the Cat, 123. Papa Swole, I usually eat in too large of a calorie deficit, but eat 1 gram per pound of body weight of protein or more. Can enough protein make up for the lack of calories? That's a good question. That's a really good question. Protein, it depends on what you mean by make up. So, number one, don't eat in a large calorie deficit. There's no need to. If you're eating protein, you should also be eating fat, which has more calorie per gram than protein. So protein has 4 calories per gram and fat has 9. So you're getting more than double the value. So if you're cooking steaks, use beef tallow, you should be getting fattier cuts of meat and shit like that, organ meats and such. But protein's great. 1 gram per pound of body weight, especially if you're lifting, is good. People need to eat plenty of protein. So why do you eat too large of a calorie deficit? I mean, you're stating a problem that you're aware of, and then you're asking like, can I still eat more? You're objectively telling me like, hey, here's the problem. I always trip when I walk down the stairs with my eyes closed. Can holding on to a railing make it better? It's like, open your fucking eyes. So just eat more food. Are you losing weight? Like, what's the goal? What are you trying to accomplish? Why are you in a large caloric deficit? You shouldn't be. Unless you need to be. A slight caloric deficit is fine if you're trying to lose weight, but you need enough protein. Nick, Papa Swole, do you see my comments in the Telegram chat regarding the guy who dropped a 45-pound plate on his face? No. No, I didn't. What happened? Well, how do you drop a plate on your face? How do you drop a 45-pound plate on your face? Like, what situation are you in where the plate lands on your face? You're like holding a plate, like just doing triceps or something, and it slipped? Like, I don't know why you'd hold a plate and do it. Mark, what's your thoughts on kinesiology tape? I haven't used that shit in fucking years, but a long time ago. This is because I didn't have good mobility and I had too much friction and I had like runner's knee and shit like that. I actually used it on my knee, and it helped. It like lifts the tissue off and kind of reduces a little bit of maybe local friction. It definitely worked. It definitely worked a little bit. But I don't use it. I haven't used it this was literally like 10 years ago. This is when This is when at first I was new to that. Same thing when I started wearing the Vibrams. I wore Vibrams before anyone fucking knew what they were and before you could find them almost anywhere. And this was like in 2008, 2009. I forget when they actually launched, but I was wearing those things early. Like they didn't have them anywhere. You had to really hunt them down. And kinesiology tape was the same way. I was using that shit like when it first started coming out, like rock tape, I think it was. It depends on the purpose and what you're doing. It might give you a little bit of relief temporarily, but it's definitely not a heal or a fix. The people that have like the tape all over their body is pretty funny. All right, Tanulis, Papa Swolio, I teach internal martial arts. All right, now I don't feel so bad about the concrete breakdancing story or whatever it was. This is good. I've never heard that term, internal martial art. I need to know. Now I'm interested. You guys are very interesting today. I teach internal martial arts with an emphasis on longevity and wild herbalism. Meal 1/2, or is it meal? Oh, meal 1 of 2 is 5 scrambled eggs and chopped kale. 2 of 2 is wild plants. I should just go off caffeine and do steak too. You're asking me? So my question still is like, why are you're telling me what you're doing. I'm just curious as to why. And what the hell what's internal martial arts? I'm very excited about all these things. I'm hearing lots of new things. Eggs are fine. I've like wild plants. I mean, it doesn't sound like you eat enough protein. It doesn't sound like you eat any food. Are you emaciated? Like, are you really skinny? Because you might be getting with the 5 scrambled eggs, you might be getting like 20, 30 grams of protein. And the rest of it's like, I mean, caffeine is hit or miss. Some people have a lot of issues with caffeine, but you need protein. You need protein. I always recommend grass-fed beef and organ meats. Like you're not getting nutrient density at all. Just my opinions, but Micah Lewis, Papa Soy, is a nitrous oxide pre-workout worth it, or just skip the pre-workout entirely? I think that stuff's like hit or miss. I mean, I find more of a difference if I have like just black coffee. But you can get individual powders. You can get citrulline malate or beta alanine or agmatine and these nitric oxide precursors. A lot of times these things can be like efficacious, but it depends on the quantity of what you have. And when you have a random scoop and, all this like, berry blast or electric lemonade jizz or whatever flavors they have now, they're putting a lot of fillers in there. They're making it super sweet and they're putting in all these artificial things. You can buy these raw ingredients and make them yourself. It's just going to taste like shit and sour because most of the stuff just tastes bitter, which is why they super flavor them with like sucralose or stevia or whatever else that's going to like blow out your asshole. So you can try them and see if you like them. A lot of it's probably placebo also. If you think you're taking something, you're going to have a good workout. When I used to take, a lot more pre-workout, like some of those early Drive Mall Gainings, I used to take Mesomorph, which was literally fucking crystal meth in a container before they fucking banned the shit. Stuff was out of control. When you take it, it's like you take it and it's like, oh shit, well now I'm going to the fucking gym because I'm not going to sit there and just like watch my heart explode. So I don't recommend that kind of stuff. But a lot of times you take a pre-workout, it's psychologically, okay, well now I'm definitely going to the gym. So you have to kind of find your habit and your trigger. So having like some coffee, it's like just some black coffee will light you up. If you don't take a lot of other shit and you eat really healthy, you get good sleep, just a little bit of coffee will light a fire under your ass. All right, hashtag but my thyroid. But my thyroid. How's your thyroid? Is your thyroid good? All right. If it's your thyroid, drop in the comments below. We'll give away that hashtag at the end of today's episode. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff here. Let's see. Scrolling. Matt Papasolio. How to get over being homesick. Haven't been home since April, staying in Arizona for the summer. Miss the simple things in life, like seeing my dog. Damn, that's a tough one. How to get over it? Well, why are you staying in Arizona for the summer? Yeah, I mean, fundamentally, I think people aren't really supposed to be. I think there's this weird, I think it's part of this gradual shift towards destroying the nuclear family in this country. You know, the fact that people think that they have to go thousands of miles away for college, you know, that's like part of the plan. It's like you get away from your family as far as possible. I think that's pretty fucked up from a cultural standpoint. It seems like that's changing slowly as things are getting more decentralized and as people are starting to unplug from mainstream universities, and the whole system's kind of collapsing because of all the woke bullshit and the communist infiltration in our education system. So all this institutional capture is just going to, you know, erode itself into more, I think, local community type, you know, education systems, you know, sprouting gradually over time. Not to mention most universities and most college and stuff like that is really not worth it in today's day and age, where you can get educated on the internet, and depending on what you're trying to do, it's not always necessary. Some things it is, but I couldn't really tell you. I mean, if you're busy, if you're focused, if you have like a passion, if you are really invested in what you're doing for the reason why you're not home, then you're not going to be thinking about it as much. But I'm not sure if there's anything, you know, being on the phone with your family, FaceTime, you know, those things can be a little bit different, but at the same time, you're still not home. So everyone's going to have their own thing. Disconnecting and disassociating with it and focusing on other things can only go so far. It's like out of sight, out of mind, or absence makes the heart grow fonder type of thing. Let's see here. Yes, I have. Danny, did you see the elementary school punishing a kid for not using proper pronouns? Was it elementary school? I thought it was older. I thought it was like three kids. Yeah, they weren't using pronouns, and someone said it was like sexual assault. They were saying it was like harassment, sexual harassment. It might be a couple different stories because this is happening a lot. So I think it was like 3 kids that were accused of sexual harassment for not using someone's pronouns. In other words, someone's ego was hurt, so they're claiming sexual harassment, which is fucking retarded. So there's that. Dory, 41 years old and 5'6", lifting for 6 weeks, for 6 days a week or 6 weeks total, and doing sprints, walking a few times a week, not seeing much change. What am I doing wrong? I eat grass-fed beef and some veggies. Recommendations. That's so vague. That's so vague. You've been lifting for 6 weeks. Well, first off, 6 weeks is nothing. That's a great thing. It's great. 6 weeks is fantastic. But 6 weeks is nothing in terms of the grand scheme. And most people don't build muscle in the first several weeks. It's all neuromuscular coordination. So your strength might increase, but you might not see muscle size because that comes down to your nutrition and the progressive overload. At the beginning, it's just coordination. It's like riding a bike. You don't really get better at riding the bike at the beginning. You just kind of go from wobbling to like, hey, I'm stable. And then you can get more into like more aggressive cycling. You don't go from 0 to mountain biking, right? So at the beginning, you're just learning to balance on the bike, and then you can start practicing more skills on the bike once you're not almost falling over, right? So 6 weeks doing sprints, walking a few times a week, not seeing much change. Like, what change are you expecting? Did you do before and after pictures? Did you weigh yourself, do measurements? Like, what are you measuring this? Is it just in your head? You don't feel like you're making change. You don't think you're making change, because unless you get actually quantitative about it, it's just going to be up in your head, and you need to get out of your head too. So I don't know what goals you're trying to accomplish. Eating grass-fed beef and some veggies. I mean, sounds good, but how much are you eating? How much protein are you getting? What veggies are you eating? Are you still dealing with, are you getting quality sleep? Like what else is going on? It's just kind of vague. It's hard to give you an answer. Tanulis, Papasolio, arts like karate are external, or hard arts, Tai Chi or Bagua are considered internal or soft. I've never heard of that one, but I kind of get it. I assumed it was some sort of like meditation or moving meditation. It just sounded funny. I haven't heard it as referred to as internal martial arts, but meditation is very much so. Kind of like a martial art approach. Both are legitimate for their own reasons. I was saying thank you for the input. I'll add steak. There you go. Good for you. Good for you. And check out organ meats too. There's organ supplements too if you can't get fresh organs, but definitely recommended. Game changer. Get some liver in your life. Where's Papa? She's outside because Mama Swole was coming home when I was going to do the show, and she would just be sleeping, and then she would want to leave. She would scratch the door. But she's doing really well. So Papa Swole, I remember like a few weeks ago, it was just allergies. It was really bad allergies, but she's been doing really well. All right, we got to move on because, man, we'll be here all fucking day doing questions. Man, we'll take more questions tomorrow. That's deep. All right, I didn't realize what time it was. We went really, really long. That's what she said. We always go long. You know why? Because of the fucking Mancast. We always go long. Hopefully you're not in too much pain. So we got a couple. Oh my God, we got a tweet. Let's get one post and then we'll get in a couple videos. We'll save this tweet for them. Actually, we're talking about. Oh, someone was responding. We do have something. Yeah, someone was talking about college. But we can do that one tomorrow. All right, let's take this picture first. Let's go. Be careful. Watch those thyroids, fam. Watch those thyroids. All right. This is from Murray Nutrition. You always know it's good when it says like nutrition. You know what you're talking about when you have to put nutrition or like, Murray Fitness. It's like, okay, easy there, pal. Okay, gaining weight after eating more freely is not automatically evidence that food and your body can't be trusted. Hold on, I have to read this again. Gaining weight after eating more freely, in other words, gaining weight as a result of eating excessively, is not automatically evidence that food and your body can't be trusted. All right, what does that mean? So, no, fuck you. What does that mean? What does it mean? What does it mean?
Your face, but I want to deliver one of these right.
What does that mean?
Suck hole.
Is there anything I can do to work on that?
No, not really. It's your face.
What does that mean? Gaining weight after eating more freely. Yeah, stuffing your face to excess and you gaining weight is not automatically evidence that your body can't be trusted. One has nothing to do with the other. You ate in excess. If this is something like for eating disorder recovery or something, it's like, all right. Your body can't be trusted. Yo, stop making up shit. Stop talking about your body can't be trusted. Yo, it's in your head. It's in your head. Let's get to the brass tacks. Let's get to fucking work. All right, it doesn't make sense. We'll get a Matt Damon for that one.
Matt Damon.
It's a nice start. Look, I didn't say I wouldn't throw you in the deep end of the pool. This is balls deep. You know the deal. That person would have posted something that made sense, but their thyroid. Their thyroid.
You make me happy.
All right, let's take one more pose because this is a kind of a tweet. This is a quote tweet, I guess, from the fat black leftist. It's not just a descriptor, it's actually a screen name. But this is from Moonsprout Witch. It's always the same fucking beaches that we're pulling tweets from. This person says, all right, so Sheba, the fat black leftist, had commented, just saw a comment saying, quote, fat is hard on the joints, as if you don't develop thicker and stronger muscle to support the fat you have, and moving around via doing daily tasks or even by walking around strengthens it. Like in a gym, fat people are stronger than thins for a reason. Holy shit. We're not talking about gravity and absolute mass and inertia, but you might have thicker bones in your legs, more dense bones, but you are insanely unhealthy. Give me a fucking break. Yeah, fat strength. Good luck with that. Moonsprout responds, when I was taking exercise science in college, my professor proposed that more weight equals more joint pressure as a possible reason for joint pain in fat people. Yep. But it was clear that it's just a theory, yet people will insist it's fact. Let me tell you something. You might have more weight on your joints, which means your tendons and your ligaments are also compromised. It's a fact. More weight is more joint pressure. Are you an idiot? Come on, you have to be fucking trolling. You
can be fat and be healthy. I'm sorry, Lizzo, healthier than I will ever be.
Okay, more weight does equal more pressure. It's just a fact. Yes. Wait, what? What? This witch continues. I'm just using the name Moonsprout Witch, whatever the fuck that is. As soon as you have a grasp on understanding medical fat phobia, run, Mark, run! As soon as you have a grasp on understanding medical fat phobia, that theory doesn't hold up. When fat people complain to their doctor about knee pain, they're told the solution is to continue exercising and dieting to lose weight. The joint pain is not addressed because it's causing it. Okay, let me tell you something. It's not just the weight, it's also the pressure on your Q angle. Women have wider hips naturally for childbirth. Yes, men and women are different. Get over it. And when you're more obese, that's why fat people, their knees cave in. You have an excessive knee valgus, which increases pressure on the not the Achilles tendon, the ACL, the anterior cruciate ligament. So you're at higher risk for non-contact injuries, including like MCL, LCL, ACL tears. So don't be fat and lazy. It's not good for you. There's one more post. I don't know why it's still going, but we have to finish it because we always complete it. That's why the ladies love us. Isn't that right, fam?
Because.
It's also worth mentioning that doctors will refuse surgery of any kind to fat patients as a way to, quote, motivate them to lose weight. It's also dangerous to go under anesthesia when you're morbidly obese. It's impossible to get health care when you're fat because as soon as you step in the office, your fatness is deemed as your number one issue because it is a major issue and it's a major side effect of terrible lifestyle habits. So yeah, a lot of insurance companies would be like, wow, you're on the brink of having a major medical event. So your insurance is going to be quite expensive. It makes sense, and rightfully so. Never mind that there's no proof that weight loss cures anything or is even possible long-term. There's excessive proof. There's endless amounts of proof because a lot of people have lost hundreds of pounds just by changing the lifestyle habits and keep it off. There's what? That weight loss is even possible long-term? You're a fucking moron. You're a liar. You're a cheat. You're a grifter. And you're a fucking idiot too. It doesn't matter because the CDC says obesity must be stopped. Oh, you don't like the CDC when they're talking about obesity, but you love it when they're trying to inject an experimental drug in your fucking asshole. Ah, I get it.
Attacks on me, quite frankly,
yes.
are attacks on science.
Yes, but we all have to get vaccinated because you're at greater risk for dying from COVID. That's right. The CDC is right when we feel like it's right. Isn't that correct, Moonsprout? You fucking mook. All right, let's take a couple of videos. Excellent. Good stuff. Very entertaining. I love stupid shit. It's entertaining. Stupid people. Man, our society's fucking done. It's so done. We're done. The more shit that I read and listen to, it's like, oh, we're fucking done. Oh my God. We're done. All right, here we go. Drop a number. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. We'll do a couple. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. What we got? 1 through 5. Pick a number. What's going to be?
Well, folks, eliminate one tax loophole out of $1.6 trillion worth. $1.4 trillion worth. Out of $1.4 billion.
All right. Cerny, let's go Cerny number 3. Cerny number 3. Here we go. All right. Arturo, Lizzo is fat and disgusting and her music sucks. All true. All true in my expert opinion. All right, Cerny number 3. Cerny number 3. Numero 3. Number 3. How are we doing on YouTube? Did the chat stop? No, I think it works. Did we get flagged or something on YouTube because I said something that offended? Did I say CDC and they're like, oh my God, flag the cast. They might have. I don't see any comments. Interesting. All right, let's do this. Number 3, it says stop using the word, quote, cis, S-I-S, like sister, I guess, cis. Holy shit. So this is from, oh my God. All right. Okay, hold on a second. This is from Libs of TikTok. All right. This account is called That Autistic Brown Bitch. So if your name on TikTok is That Autistic Brown Bitch, think of all the social justice infinity stones to make that shield. Imagine, like, you could say whatever the fuck you want because you're brown, you're autistic. Oh my God, we can't say anything about her. Anything she says has to be correct. If I disagree with anything she says, then I'm against autistic people and I'm ableist or whatever the fuck you're going to call me. Well, let's listen to this stupid shit, shall we? Here we go.
Hey, can we stop using gendered compliments like as a people? Because first of all, that's a term used by and for Black women.
I'll say whatever I want, sis. Someone was responding to her saying, nice sis, keep at it. And now she's upset because someone said the word sis. Ah, you cunt.
Second of all, I am not a female person. I don't care. I don't give a single fuck what I look like to you.
Wait, hold on a second. You're not a female person? You're definitely a female. Hold on a second. Let's replay this. This is painful to watch.
Female person. I don't care.
Hold on a second. This is great.
I am not a female person.
Oh, it's so
I
stupid.
don't care. I don't give a single fuck what I look like to you.
You look like a woman.
I am non-binary.
That you're still a female. You're still a woman. You're a woman. You're a woman. You got X chromosomes. You look like a chick. You look like a girl. You look like an autistic brown bitch. as per your name. All right. I'm teasing, but it's true. You're non-binary. Oh, feeling shield. You cannot say anything about me. She's a fucking cake.
Another example of cake gender would be if someone feels like they have different layers or flavors to their particular gender.
Do you have layers or flavors? Like cinnamon or something? Okay, it's Taco Tuesday, by the way.
And I'm really sick of getting comments that say, you go girl, nice job sis. Like, I don't care if they're compliments. They're misgender me and they make me feel bad.
That's your responsibility. It's no one's responsibility to make you feel good. Welcome to life. Welcome. We like to have you here. Welcome. We would prefer an IQ in triple digits, but we shall deal with what we are given, shall we? You have to get over your own fucking feelings. What an ego. Fuck your feelings. No one cares.
So
Continue.
I'm not trying to shit on you specifically, but I'm also not shitting on you. I'm just saying, can you type something else?
Can I tell you what to type? No. This is the internet. I hope everyone calls her sis from now on.
But yeah, in the future, when you want to compliment someone, don't add a gendered thing, especially when in their profile, their pronouns are listed as all pronouns, they, ze. Like,
wait, what?
I'm not a cis.
What?
I'm not a cis. Their pronouns are listed as all pronouns, they, ze.
They, ze? Oh, it said Daisy. The subtitle said Daisy. I'm like, what the fuck? I know there's cake pronouns, but daisies. People are flowers now. People can list pronouns all they want. No one's under any obligation to use them. You can call me he swole. I guess people do. Fuck your pronouns. No one cares. No one cares. You want to go out and wear a costume on Halloween? That's fine. No one's going to care. No one has to call you. No one's going to call you a pumpkin. No one's going to call you a bank robber or, I don't know, a ghost because you wear a costume. You can say whatever you want. What's your name? I'll use the name. And if you look like a female, I'll call you a female. If you're not a female, well, then you shouldn't look like a female then if you don't want to be called a female. Get over it.
Their pronouns are listed as all pronouns, they, ze. Like, I'm not a cis. I'm not a cis for so many reasons. Gender reasons, race reasons, and
Race reasons? Wait. You're not a cis because of race reasons? You just went on this gender tirade. Race reasons? You're not a female because of race? There are no brown female. How do y'all I'm confused. What is going on here?
I don't want to keep making fucking videos about this.
We don't want you to keep on making videos about this. It's very, very stupid. It's very stupid, sis. Good luck with yourself. Good luck with yourself. Okay.
Boys have a penis. Girls have a vagina.
How does that have like 150 hearts? There's just bots everywhere. All right, that was awful. That was a terrible, terrible thing to open with, but come on. That was... Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Okay. Please stop making the video. I love it. Like, I'm not going to keep on making videos about this. Everyone's like, yes, yes, yes. This is what happens when you're a miserable person. No one wants to fuck you. And then you're like, well, I'm not a woman. So that's the reason why no one likes me, is because I'm in between. I'm not even either one. Well, what are you? Like, look down. What do you got down there? Do you have an outie or an innie? You know, do you have an outie or an innie? Like, what's down there? What's down there? What you got? What you got? What you got down there? Did you got a taco? Taco Tuesday. Did you got a taco? Yeah. You look like you do. God damn it. All right. Number 1, 2, 3, or 4. Let's go.
No need
Pick
to
a number.
stop being
Pick a
a
number.
lady.
What's it going to be?
Quit worrying. You'll be back on your knees in no time.
Oh, yeah. Pandemonium. I saw an article about how the BMI is racist towards black people because they're bred to be larger than white people. Yeah. Evolution takes a long fucking time, by the way. Bred. Yeah. By whom? For what? Like 100 years? 200 years? Come on. Evolution. It's not that simple. Bred to be larger. Yeah. BMI is actually like very accurate if you don't account for muscle mass. People just don't like the truth when it's like, oh shit, I'm obese. Like by BMI, I'm obese probably. I'm overweight or obese. And that's because muscle mass. So it's just by height and weight. So if you don't take care of yourself and you're wider than you are tall, then you're fat. It's just fat. All right, let's see here. I think it was your first man cast. Micah Lewis, number 4. Why would the pandemonium? Why would Yvonne's think? Okay, Micah, number 4. Number 4. Yeah, people are fat today because they eat vegetable oils and garbage food. People are fat today for that reason, not because they're bred that way. Silly stuff. Silly stuff. Genetics play a role. Your parents play a role. And if it's like genetic, like obesity and genetic disease, yeah, it just makes sense too, though. If you have taller parents, you're more likely to have a taller child. You know, if you have obese parents, you're more likely to have an obese child. It's just silly excuses to not take care of yourself. All right, so number 4, no, it's this one. All right, tourist costumes are fat phobic. Okay, well, here we go.
What's in the box?
Another day, another fun new
Jesus Christ.
fat phobic discovery. Looked up some photos of tourists and all of the tourist costumes.
Why do we have these angles? Everyone's got like terrible thinning hair and she just looks like bloated and puffy. What's with these angles though? Like at least use like a...
Are also fat suits.
What?
Costumes. Tourist costumes.
Tourist costumes are fat
Are
suits? It's a costume that has to fit people. And most tourists are fucking fat. Most people are fat. What is this supposed to prove? Yeah, most people are fat. That's like a stereotype because it's true. Fat tourists. Because people go on cruises just to eat. People most of the time travel just to fucking eat food. Like, what are you talking about? Okay. Yeah, I mean, her thyroid is definitely up for grabs. All right, let's do one more. Number 1, number 2, or number 3. What do we got, fam? Number 1, number 2.
You can be fat and be healthy. I'm sorry, Lizzo, healthier than I will ever be.
It is not my place as a smaller bodied white man to comment on it.
All right, number 1, number 2, number 3. Number 1, number 2, number 3. Yeah, if you look up costumes, most costumes aren't form-fitting. They're designed to be one size fits all. And a tourist is like notoriously fat and unhealthy. It's like those are like cruise costumes. She doesn't even need a costume for that. Just wear the same shirt. Whatever. Let's do this. Mark. Let's do Mark because Mark had to flee from a fat phobic crustacean recently. Perfect timing. Ooh, fat is not unhealthy. Fat is not unhealthy.
What's in the box?
It's not. Do tell more.
Fat is not per se a reason to be unhealthy. And the fact that we ignore it and we just associate it with being unhealthy, that's another part of prejudice. Most fat people actually have better blood works than I do, but we don't address it and don't believe it because we need to find an excuse to actually manifest the fact that we just don't like how fat people look, because
being fat is not healthy. What's with this blood work shit? Can someone tell me like where this is actually coming from? Most fat people have better blood work? No. No. Yeah. Metabolic syndrome. Yeah. You could be morbidly obese and have better blood work. No, you're not going to. You have metabolic dysfunction. It's evident in the way you look. Your body is not functioning properly because you would not survive in the wild. You would not reproduce. You would not evade a tiger or a bear. You would not be able to keep up with the tribe. Like, it's just on an evolutionary level, it's laughable that people think that it's supposed to be that way.
we've been indoctrinated so in the last 150 years. How so? Because American Puritanism decided that through religious asceticism we needed to fast in order to be fat, because fat were black people and white people were savages and something not to be associated with.
Okay. So it's again the racism thing. All these people are fucking racist. They're all fucking racist. Okay, very nice. Excellent. Round of applause for justifying your terrible habits. Okay. Humans have been fucking unbelievably sick since like the industrial era too. So it's a lot more than just that. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Let me see. Let me move this one. Fat is not healthy. Stop using cis and tourist costumes. Let's see. Got one more here. Let's get one more. Let's get one more. Let's do this one. This one is I have thin privilege. All right, let's do a thin privilege one.
What's in the box?
Everyone's got something. Everyone can like open a fucking book or make some argument, right? I mean, here's the thing. You can make an argument about anything. That's why there's like debates. You can make an argument. You can say that, okay, you have to counter that argument. But what the hell, who cares when like obesity, I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Objectively, it's not healthy. It's not healthy. Let's say you do have perfect blood work. Do you want to have trouble moving? Like why would you want to have trouble fitting into clothes? Why would you want to have trouble getting through fucking doors and sitting in a chair? Why would you want to have trouble walking up a flight of stairs? Even if your blood work showed up okay temporarily in the short term, like why would you want to live like that? Why are you trying to justify barely being able to fucking move and having joint pain? Anyone that says they don't just doesn't have it yet, or they're lying. All right, this is called I have thin privilege.
This is your friendly reminder that thin privilege is real, and
Jesus Christ, coming out of the gate hot. This is not how I wanted to end my evening. Jeez. Hold on, I had to pause that one. Should we even watch this? Oh, I don't have an option to slow it down and play it like in quarter speed. Fuck, man. Holy shit. It's like one of those wind-up dolls. You put it on the ground. Yeah, this is what Eminem is like kamikaze. Or Busta Rhymes over here. Oh my God. You ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Decaf.
this is your friendly reminder that thin privilege is real, and I know because I have it. Let's break it down. I've never been marginalized because of my size. Never been told that my BMI is too high for a procedure.
You've never been told your BMI is too high because you're not fat. It's not thin privilege, it's not being fat. It's not thin privilege, you're just not fat.
Anybody look at me funny when I sit next to them on an airplane or any other
That's because you haven't opened your mouth yet. Okay, hold on a second. Let's back this up. Wait till you open your mouth and then they'll be upset.
Plane or any other public transportation. I've always been able to comfortably sit at seats at restaurants or in theaters. Every time
I love how that's supposed to be like, oh my God, I have thin privilege. I can sit in a fucking chair. Again, if you can't fit into a fucking chair, you don't take care of yourself, or you're Shaquille O'Neal. Okay, most of the time, you're not Shaquille O'Neal because there's only one person that's Shaquille O'Neal. You are just morbidly obese. So you don't have thin privilege. You have thin privilege because you're the size of a human being that fits in a fucking chair made for a human being. That's not called thin privilege. It's called day-to-day life. Oh my God. This is really hard. This is really hard to listen to. What else is new?
I sit at seats at restaurants or in theaters. Every time I walk into a clothing store, I assume they have my size. I've never gone to a doctor and had them blame everything on the size of my body. No one has ever said to me, you shouldn't eat that. More often.
Okay. Holy shit. There's still more left than what we've watched already. Why is it always these fucking like middle-aged white women that are trying to like make themselves feel better? We have such an ally right here, fam. What an ally. What an ally. What a good person. I bet she's got like a Ukraine flag and a BLM flag in her bio. Got all the acronyms, don't you? 9 shots, quintuple boosted. This chick's fucking maxed out. All right, here we go.
I hear, I wish I could eat that. I felt like I didn't get a job because of how I looked or the size of my body. Never had anybody make fun of me for moving my body in ways that feel good. And intersectionality.
What are you talking about? Moving your body in ways that feel good. I'm almost throwing up my mouth.
Moving my body in ways that feel good. And intersectionality here is key. The roots of fat phobia are inherently racist. So this work.
You fucking bitch. Oh, what college, what university do you think she went to? What university did she go to? Please, Grandpa Biden, can you forgive my student loans? Yes. Can you pay for all the bullshit that I fucking learned? Oh, the wealthiest corporations need to pay their fair share. Yeah. Oh my God. Formally educated. This is where the money printing is going for these fucking clowns.
Inherently racist. So this work isn't just about you or me. It's a movement around dismantling diet culture and racism so we can all experience true freedom. So
it's not about movement at all. You wouldn't have to worry about so many fat
Thank
people.
you for being.
Oh God, shut up. If it was about movement. Can we have a fat march, please? Can we have like a fat march like across the country? That'd be the most like, can we do this? Can we actually convince fat people, like the obese fat acceptance crowd, body positivity? What if we started like an anonymous account on Twitter or something like that and organized a national march? Everyone met in like Washington, DC and marched across to like, I don't know, California. By the time everyone got there, they'd be fucking shredded. I mean, everyone would probably like, it'd be like Oregon Trail. What if we do like a Oregon Trail? Everyone would just break their leg. Yeah, it wouldn't last too long. Can you imagine? All right, we got to play 9 more seconds. This is going to be really painful. 3, 2, 1.
true freedom. So thank you for being here. And don't just follow people who look like me. Comment with your favorite fat BIPOC creators.
What? Comment with your favorite fat BIPOC creators, especially if they're teaching intuitive eating, fat liberation, body image, but truly anyone. Yeah, let me think about that. All right, let me go through my following count and see how many fat BIPOC creators I follow. Now, tell me you're a racist without telling me you're a racist. How hard can you fucking cope, woman? You're trying so hard. Man, you wish you were black, don't you, for some reason? You have so much guilt for not being a fat ass. You're just begging for attention. No one likes you, right? You're not in the spotlight. You're trying not to be an evil whitey. I get it. I get the grift. I see what you're doing here. You got the nails down. You're working on it. Yeah, don't just follow people that look like me. Okay. I don't follow people based on their race or body size, as you would put it. But I'll keep that in mind. I'll keep that racial lens on when I'm following people online. So thanks for the help. I appreciate it. You fucking cunt. Jesus Christ. Tell me you haven't gotten fucked in a year without telling me you haven't gotten fucked in a year. Shit. Shit. All right, let's do one more because that one, that can't be the last one. That can't be the last one. We got one more. We had another video. What the hell, right? Fam, are you ready for that?
What's in the box?
What do you think? Yeah. All right, let's do one more. This is called Thin People Are Not Oppressed. Fam, we're on fire today. Where these all come from? No one knows. The darkest gunch corners of the internet.
What's in the box?
But her thyroid.
Every time I post these videos, I get comments from people saying...
You probably get comments from people saying, what the fuck is on your face? What is that? Septum piercing. I'm impressed. What is that thing? That looks like a pi symbol upside down. If this chick couldn't decide what kind of piercing to put in her nose, so she just did all of them. She did the little stud. She did the fucking septum bull ring thing and the hoop. There's a lot there. So you've been warned. Septum piercing. You already know how this is going to go, but as if you would expect anything less than a septum piercing.
Every time I post these videos, I get comments from people saying,
shut the fuck up.
You're a bully. No. You are talk about this too much. You just seem like you want to make people miserable. You're right. I'm going to bully thin women into thinking they're not victims and that their life isn't hard, because it's the truth. Their life is not hard. Being tall and awkwardly built does not make you oppressed.
What? Huh?
You're still thin and you can still shop wherever you want. I don't feel bad for saying that. You're not a victim. Your life is not hard. And I will die on this hill. I do not give a fuck.
You're probably going to die on the hill. You'll probably die in your kitchen. You'll probably die in your sleep. Like, whatever it's going to be, it's going to be earlier than someone who takes care of themselves. So there's that. So be well. Let's see. Officer Huxley. What we got here? Thin people are not oppressed. So she's going to die on a hill saying that thin people are not oppressed. Is anyone saying that? Who's saying thin people are oppressed? I'm confused. All right. So this is great. This is going to be excellent. Okay. So you see what's happening here? So she's dying on a hill for an argument that no one's making. So she's saying that thin people are not oppressed. I don't know if anyone's talking about, no one's thinking fat people are oppressed. I mean, people do think that, but let's be realistic. Fat people are not oppressed. Thin people are not oppressed. There's very little oppression in this country. There's very little oppression in this country. Very little oppression. Like from what all these racists and Marxists are talking about. But remember, when you are formally educated and you are actually being taught throughout your academic career, elementary school, middle school, high school, and of course universities, that there's always an oppressor and the oppressed, of course you're going to look for someone who's being meanie, and hurting your feelings. You're going to look for that oppression everywhere. So if you're not, exactly, Bao, if you're not getting enough likes on Facebook, if you're not getting enough likes or followers on Instagram or TikTok, you are oppressed now. So you're looking for that hashtag. You're looking for that love and attention that we always talk about. Why do you have 3 fucking piercings in your nose? One, you couldn't figure out which one to use. So you just pierced the fuck out of your nose so people look at your face. Okay, that's why people dye their hair. That's why people get facial piercings. So people look at it. You know, it's an attention grab. You don't need to pierce the fuck out of your face. Some people like it, I get it. But, you know, most of these like blue-haired liberal types, they just want attention. They want attention. So they'll say whatever they need to. They'll claim oppression as long as they have, you know, approval from the rest of their cult following. And it's just the same old shit. Thin people are not oppressed. Who's saying thin people are oppressed? There are people saying fat people are oppressed. So what happens is you have fat people that are claiming they're oppressed. So you, by default, generate people on the other side, or this idea that there's like an opposing. There's like, everyone's fighting like, I'm oppressed. No, I'm oppressed. No, I'm oppressed. It's fucking like, I'm Spartacus. I'm Spartacus. I'm oppressed. I'm oppressed. I'm oppressed. Yeah, you're all oppressed. You're all horrifically oppressed, living like with air conditioning and electricity and on TikTok all day. You're so fucking oppressed. Okay, you're just stupid.
Matt Damon.
Stupid and pathetic. You're not oppressed. You're not oppressed. You have the internet and you have running water and electricity. with constant pressure. So you can turn on your light whenever the fuck you want. What you might want to look into is your thyroid. Oh, it's your thyroid. It's your thyroid.
Einhorn is Finkel. Finkel is Einhorn.
Fucking people.
It might be your thyroid. It might be your thyroid. I'm sure that middle-aged woman that was complaining that everything was like racist and shit like that, the one before that literally took way too much speed before making that video, she's really oppressed. She's really oppressed living like in, what was it, like her New York City apartment. Looked really oppressed to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's like pretending to be a victim. Like, look at me. Look at me. Look at me. I don't have to worry about people looking at me when I sit next to them on an airplane. I mean, look, if someone sits next to me on an airplane, I'm looking whether they're obese or not. Like, I will look at them. I'm like, oh, how you doing? Or like, oh, there's a human being. Like, I'm aware of my surroundings. You might want to open your eyes. If you're not noticing someone sitting down next to you, that's a problem. And if someone's morbidly obese and they're like overflowing and like pushing into you, yeah, you're going to look at them because it's fucking obvious. And yeah, it is gross. It is gross to see someone that just trashes their body and is satisfied with looking a certain way and not taking care of their habits. And here's the thing. You want sympathy, right? These fat people want sympathy. Look, we're here for you. The Swole fam's here for you. There are people in the Swole fam that are overweight or obese and they're taking care of their health, but it's the mindset that's really frustrating. If you are morbidly obese and you're sitting there eating Snickers bars and candy, it's like, don't complain about being oppressed when you keep on stuffing your face. You don't change your habits. You're just complaining. You just want other people to do what you say. You just want some control in your life because you can't even control your own fucking life. You're trying to control what other people do. And that they can't say this or you can't say this. And you're doing it all from your basement because you can't fucking walk. So rather than changing your own habits, you're just trying to control what other people do. Okay, well, have a kid if you want to tell someone what to do. But shut the fuck up. Go to the fucking gym. Stop eating garbage. Eat a fucking steak. Take care of yourself. We're here for you. Logic and common sense will reign supreme. The truth will win out in the end. You can say whatever you want about being oppressed. You're not oppressed. All right? You're living in the United States and you're on TikTok. You're not oppressed. Like, you're not oppressed. You are not oppressed. You have opportunities. You just don't want to look for it. It's easier to blame someone else for your problems than to take responsibility across the board. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of other stuff going on, but again, there's a brand new Red, White, and Swole episode up. You can check out. I've been playing around on Twitter a lot more lately, so if you want to follow some of their stories, I don't know if you checked out. I tweeted a couple times about the Sports Illustrated cover. I don't know if we talked about that in the Telegram chat. I forget, but you guys can go and check some of that out. But there's a lot of feelings out there, fam. A lot of feelings, and it doesn't really matter, right? The feelings don't matter. The feelings don't really matter. Whether that brown autistic bitch, and I say that because that's her screen name on TikTok, the one that's like saying, stop calling me cis because I'm not a cis, I'm non-binary. It's like, and it hurts my feelings. Okay, it hurts your fucking feelings. Like, that's okay. It's okay for your feelings to be hurt, right? It's okay for your feelings to be hurt. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with your feelings being hurt. That's fine. It's part of life. It's totally okay. I'm actually all in favor of her feelings being hurt because she's annoying and she deserves it. You deserve what you get. Your feelings are hurt. That's your responsibility. It's your responsibility if your feelings are hurt. Understand that no one can hurt your feelings. You can allow your feelings to be hurt. There are people that say shit about me all the time. I could choose whether or not my feelings are going to get hurt. They don't. Because I make conscious choices and I use my brain, all parts of it. So, yeah, say what you want. And remember, it's okay if your feelings get hurt, but it's your responsibility if they are. Okay. It's your fault. It's your fault if your feelings are hurt. You have to learn how to control your feelings. You have to understand what your feelings mean or what they represent. You have to understand what someone says, what someone says, and what they mean or their intents and stuff like that, like what that means about them as a person maybe, and not you. Like, you don't have to care. You don't have to like what I say. You can hear what I say in one little clip of my podcast and be like, oh my God, he's a racist son of a bitch. Think whatever you want. I can't force you to listen to 2,200 episodes of my podcast to prove otherwise. So it doesn't really even matter. Like, you're going to have opinions. You're going to have first impressions. You're going to have prejudices. It's just human nature. That's how we survived as a species for so long, by being tribal and by, surrounding ourselves with people that are like-minded. So we survive as a group or as a society. But a lot of people have broken off and they've just gone full blown insane. And just to claim that you're oppressed in the fucking United States in 2022 is really scary and embarrassing. But you have parts of this administration feeding into that stuff. Every time there's some kind of horrific shooting that can be leveraged for race baiting mainstream media garbage is being leveraged. So there's really no intent on bringing this back together because the radicals on the left have no other interest but to keep on burning shit to the ground. And in my opinion, a lot of these institutions aren't savable anyway. Like they're already completely rotten to the core, which is why Bitcoin is hope for so many people. And it is the embodiment of technological truth and human energy and human work and human effort that can't be corrupted. So, there's a lot that goes on in, that flies under the radar that doesn't get mainstream attention, but hopefully we cover a lot of these things and help you all open your mind to the possibilities and common sense and logic. I can only hope. It's a lot. It's unfortunate that people aren't more interested in unifying and letting this kind of shit go away, but it's awful. It's awful. And I think that's the real message. Wrapping this up, Mark, don't post dumb content online if you can't handle the potential consequences. Look, don't post online if you don't want a response. Like if you're going to post online like that chick, like the brown chick, she's going to post online and then she's going to complain that someone said something she didn't like in the comments. Like fucking get over it. Turn on your spam or your filters if you don't like normal words. But it's like you post something online, you're going to get responses. If you post something online, you think you have, imagine the ego, right? Imagine the ego to think that someone has to say something that you fucking like in your comments, right? That you can't be offended. Oh my God, someone said something I don't like. Fucking good. Toughen up. Nonsense. The ego that no one can hurt your fucking feelings. Oh, shut up. Tyler. Oh, crypto going. Yeah. All the shit coins are blowing up. Yeah. All the shit coins. It's just those scams are going to keep on disappearing from Ethereum on down. All that shit's melting. It's all fucking a scam. It's all bullshit. All of those are trying to do what Bitcoin has already succeeded in accomplishing. It's all nonsense. You can't help people avoid the scams. Like people just keep on wanting to get scammed. They keep on wanting to get scammed. They keep on spending their money on stupid shit. These fucking Ponzi schemes. So anyway, won't go down the rabbit hole right now with that. Anyway, Swole card time. Swole card time. Swole card time. All right. I would give this card to everyone, but my thyroid. Oh my God. I would give every single one of you one of these cards, but it's my thyroid. All right, fam. My thyroid. Who's going to get my thyroid? I would give you a Swole card, but my thyroid. Oh no. We have a winner. You see, I would give Lacey Hughes this card, but her thyroid. Oh, it's your thyroid. All right, Lacey, I would love to send you this card. But my thyroid. So I won't be able to. Sorry to tell you. I would love to send you this card, but my thyroid. It's my thyroid. So next time, Lacey, you have a trouble with the lift, you could be like, I would have hit that PR, but my thyroid. My thyroid. Oh, it's Lacey's
60% of the time, it works. Every time.
That doesn't make sense.
All right, so drop some biceps and gorillas in support of Lacey's thyroid. Let's nut this beesh. Fam, we'll see you back here tomorrow. We got some piano cock, and we will be taking some soundboard requests. Drop them in the comments down below. Sorry to hear about everyone's thyroid. A lot of these comments are just, but my thyroid. I'm sorry, there's so much thyroid trouble.
I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you?
Dodson! Dodson! We've got Dodson here!
Thank you so much for being here, fam. Oh, we got some cake gender coming right up.
Another example of cake gender would be if someone feels like they have different layers or flavors to their particular gender.
First, take a big step back and literally
Fuck your own face! I got hairy legs.
Oh, we got some hairy legs. How hairy?
I got hairy legs.
Really hairy legs.
You're insane, gold member.
Oh, Saran, I would like to lift today, but my thyroid. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm so sad to hear it. It's his thyroid.
Matt Damon. Hadouken! Matt Damon. Inconceivable!
Oh, we got it now, fam. On a roll.
Make sure the television, make sure you have the record player on at night.
Fucking nailed it.
Loud noises!
No more shenanigans, no more tomfoolery, no more ballyhoo.
I should have hit this one earlier.
Well, I could be wrong, but I believe diversity is an old wooden ship that was used during the Civil War era.
Well, folks, eliminate one tax loophole out of $1.6 trillion worth. $1.4 trillion worth. Out of $1.4 billion, $1.4 billion.
Make them pay their fair share. Come on, man.
You switch the samples.
You can be fat and be healthy. I'm sorry, Lizzo, healthier than I will ever be.
Let's go. Can you hear it? Got the bows. All right, fam. Excellent. Well done. Another successful... Undefeated. All right, fam. Thank you so much for joining me for episode 22 Hundo and Dose of the Daily. Congratulations, Lacey. I hope best wishes to you and your thyroid. Remember, fam, join today, swolenormousx.com. Get access to all the programs, nutrition, meditation, all that, so much more. We have a major release event. Balls Deep for Summer goes down on the 30th. I told you last month that May is going to be huge. So not only that, we have an overtime segment coming up. I know it's still like 2 days away, but no harm in talking it up because overtime is the tits. We'll see you there after the live stream on Friday. But until then, tomorrow, Wednesday, we will be back here for episode 2203. And reminder, there is a Red, White, and Swole episode that dropped today if you want a little bit more Papa and the fam. So go and check that out. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace, McGeese, Deuce, Magoose, your boy, Papa Swolio. Oh.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808s, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they can't laugh and they so mad, it's like...
Then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bag that you made, that's a bag that you made. That's a bag that you made, that's a bag that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, we go hard in the paint, yeah. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. Our topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits.